Have you ever wondered what live art is, and how it differs from the more traditional type of theatre? Well, I've wondered the same thing. So let's define it. My name is Jamal Harewood. I'm an artist that makes theatre from the perspective of a black man. Because, surprise, that's what I am. Pinning down exactly what live art is no easy task. In short, it's when an artist makes work in front of an audience. Where a painter or sculptor might make an object or environment behind closed doors and then display it for the audience to engage with it in their own time, live art focuses on being present within the space that it's presented. Hence, its name. However, like most things in life, there's more to it than meets the eye. You see, live art is a collection of experimental processes, experiential bodies or identities that would typically be excluded from the more traditional art scenes. It can be considered more of a way of thinking than an art form or discipline, because it can be performed and experienced in a variety of places. For instance, I've performed in an old police station, a park, and even the centre of a town. As with the location, the scale of the performance can differ wildly, from the small and intimate encounters to the large participatory events. Why? Well, this is because artists tend to be more concerned about interacting with the audience and creating interventions within the public sphere. Typically, this is done in an attempt to explore the various ways and possibilities that an event can be experienced. It is for this reason that live art can be seen as a search engine, one that's driven by its artists. It's an art form that seeks to, 1, test the limits of what is allowed, and 2, be alert and responsive to the context and the location, as well as the audience members that are present. The term live art first made an appearance in the late 20th century, and was influenced heavily by the performance art scene. It welcomed artists and practices that couldn't quite be defined as theatre or dance, and led to the breakdown of traditions and expectations within both of these industries. Now, while there have and always will be artists that reside in the margins of their discipline, this collective rebellion created a sort of domino effect within various other creative industries. From theatre, dance, film and video to performance writing, activism, and everything in between, resulting in people questioning what exactly it means to be an artist. Much like the individuals that we see in day-to-day society, the artists involved in this art form vary greatly from one to another. This is not only because of their race, gender, sexual orientation, nationality, or class, but because the work that's produced is heavily influenced by the creator's life experiences. And as expected, when a diverse set of individuals get involved in something, the intentions behind what is made and why differ wildly. Some set out to shock by creating different types of engagement and interactions, while others attempt to form bonds through community building and cultural empowerment. While the intentions behind an artist's creation may be unclear, one thing that is clear is that live art is a force to be reckoned with. It is where the disenfranchised and disembodied take centre stage, where ideas of representation and difference are openly and unapologetically explored. With all this in mind, you may be wondering, what does that mean for you, the audience? Well, the artists within this field typically tend to put the audience's experience at the forefront of their mind during the creation process. Artists look to question and defy the expectations of what an audience member is. So, who they are, what they are interested in, how they might engage with the work, and how they might experience the work in front of them. Live art is an ever-evolving art form that generates creative resistance. It can be seen in movements for both social and environmental change, and is typically done through the disruption of borders, definitions, and traditions. It is the rule breaker, the odd one out, the one that asks the awkward and sometimes taboo questions like, who is it for? Who can make art? And who can see it? And that's it. I hope my definition of live art has been of use to you in some way, shape or form. Either way, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on my definition and the art form itself in the comments section below. Of course, once you've liked the video and subscribed to the channel. Thank you for your time. Take care of yourself.